Guys, we have come up a long way now, and this episode is primarily focusing on the file operations in Python. So guys, in Python we can read a file or write a file, and we can append something into file depending upon the user's requirement. Alright guys, so a file is nothing but a data stored in a storage device, and a Python program can read it, write it, append it, or whatever you want to do with the file, you can do it with the file operations in Python. And file operations, if you see, file are of two types: text files as well as some binary files are there. So you have an option to read it in both the methods. Either you want to open it in binary ways, or you want to open it in a as a text file. That option is available to you. So the base, I'll come to VS Code. You just make a file, let file.py, and come over here. So the basic syntax of file system is, first you just open the file, and then you read it or write it, or the operations you want to perform. That depends on that. I'll write the basic syntax first. So the basic syntax is f equals to, let's say you have a text file, this .txt, and you want to open it in a read mode. So for that you have to specify over here as R. If you don't specify it, it will take by default as read mode, or if you write W, it will be in write mode. If you write A, it will be in appended mode. So I'll go one by one. So this is the basic syntax of file operations. So you open a file and then you read it. So let's say f.read. Okay, now you have to make this file txt over here. So I'll just write this.txt, and I'll write something inside this. So I write hello, how are you? Alright, you just save it and then come to your code. Now let's say it is, give a variable as data equals to f.read this.txt, and you want to see what it has read, so you just write print data. Okay, when you run it, you see f, okay, I'm sorry, okay, so you give a variable as data f.read and then print data. When you print it, it will say hello, how are you? All right, now if you write it in the write mode, let's say if I write in write mode, then you are reading the data, and if you want to write something inside this, then you write write, and inside a quote you write I am good, how are you? Okay, so this will override the data which is available in this .txt. So here it is hello, how are you, and now when you run this, it will be executed. So f.write data, print data is, if you see, I am good, how are you? You see, right? So this write function has overwritten whatever available in the this.txt. So this was the write statement. Whenever you open a file, you have to close it also. So you have to give f.close. Whenever you open a file, you have to close it. All right guys, so another method is a read line method, and if I write 23, then it will read the 22 characters inside this, sky is the limit and W. Okay, if I just write read line print data, sky is the limit first. If I again, so this is the read line function guys. So if I just copy this, now this particular line will read the first one, this particular line will read the second one. So see, sky is the limit and we are free to do anything. Let's say if I add something more, hey guys, please subscribe this channel. Okay, so I'll just save it. So now if I replicate this again, then third line will also be read. Here it is only 2 lines, now it will read the third line also, hey guys, please subscribe this channel. All right, so this was all about the read line function and read function. When you just write a read and you followed by some character like 2 3 some numerical value, so So it will read that, but that many character only, that many particular values only. All right. So guys, if I open a file in write mode, okay, and I want to write something inside this, already these things are there. So I'll write data equals to f dot write, and whatever I want to write. So I'll write whatever I want to write. Okay. So it will, this particular line will be overwritten on this. So instead of all three, only these things will be written. So just I'll run it and you see whatever I want to write. So basically you are changing it. Then guys, we have another way of opening a file is like you just write with open, let's say requirement require.txt, and then you want to write it in a, you want to read it in a read mode only. So just specifying, or we say write mode. Okay, so I'll just put it in quote. So with this case guys, this is a basic syntax as f dot read. So it will read the file. So since require.txt is not available over here, you see, but this will create a file require.txt. So you see this require.txt. Now you can append anything inside this. Okay, so if you write in append mode and you write it over here as write hello, and this will automatically update this as hello. So this is all about the opening a file with different methods guys, and the best way to open this and close the file automatically is this way only. So that is all about the file operations guys in Python. The next coming tutorial is on object oriented programming, that we will be seeing in the next class. Till the time, see you guys.